So quite simply, there isn't enough government or philanthropic funding to solve the social challenges that we have in the UK. And so we really do need to harness private capital, because there's lots of private capital out there that wants to be allocated to do good and have a positive impact on both people and the planet.
Social impact investment is important because it enables us to access a far larger pool of capital. In many situations, actually, there is a commercial model to solve a social or environmental problem. And sometimes those are the better models because they're more sustainable in the long run.
You know, I think when I first got into impact investment, the law of the day was to maximize returns, financial returns, at all costs. And I think that societally, we're seeing a really big shift. Investors are starting to say, well, why wouldn't a company have a positive purpose?
We are an independent foundation. A key part of our mission is to support and grow a healthier society for all. In 2018, we launched our impact investing strategy with a view to achieving competitive financial returns as well as health impact. To date, we have committed over £31 million across 9 impact investment funds. It's still early days, but our impact portfolio is in line with expectations. We track the financial and impact performance on a regular basis, and we're happy with it.
A really good example of social investment in action from our perspective is our investment in a property on behalf of Lighthouse, one of our charity partners. And they have developed a whole new model of running children's homes. The challenge that they faced was they couldn't actually get investment capital for the first home without a contract from a local authority, and they couldn't get a contract from a local authority without a home that was up and running. So we were able to fill that gap and thus create a lot of impact. But we're still going to end up with a perfectly satisfactory investment that will give us a perfectly acceptable yield. So it's a win-win.
Now, with social investment, we decided to allocate to that through SIBC, and the reason that we did that is it provided us a really broad diversification of very high impact assets. It also provided us with a good financial return for the risk that we felt we were taking.
Big Society Capital particularly has been a really important partner to many of the funds and the fund managers that have wanted to build the ecosystem around impact investing. So they've provided a great deal of support, engagement, education, and also some of the important guidance around frameworks. You know, how are you going to measure impact? What is a reasonable impact return expectation? And of course, BSC has been very, very helpful in highlighting opportunities to invest across the country and more broadly to current impact investors and those that are thinking about coming into the market.
I think the most important advice I would give anyone considering thinking about this space is really to try and sort of shed the traditional binary view of the purpose of money. I think human beings naturally prefer sort of simple black and white frameworks, and we tend to think in terms of financial investment being about generating financial return and philanthropy being about creating social impact. And just opening one's mind to the opportunity to deploy investment capital and actually achieve social impact is incredibly liberating.
It does take time, energy, resource and effort, but I would say fundamentally it's a fantastic journey to go on, and I would encourage people to get started.